So people are pissed off at Rockstar for re-releasing Red Dead Redemption 2? Because this is kind of crazy. I bought Red Dead Redemption 2 5 years ago. Red Dead Redemption 1? Wait, what?
It is no secret that Take-Two and Rockstar's standing with its community is just not in a good place due to all the shenanigans that the publisher and developer have pulled. GTA Online continues to be greedy in its monetization.
That's the shark cards. Y'all remember that?
Red Dead Online, which was not only greedy in its monetization as well, but the lack of support led to its death, and Rockstar decided to essentially prematurely kill off Red Dead Online and stop with major content updates before it really had a time to shine. And then
I actually think that the Red Dead Redemption Old West universe is kind of more interesting to me than Grand Theft Auto universe. Personally.
There's the fact that Take-Two and Rockstar insist on just nuking the modding scene by legally pursuing anyone who tries to make anything cool surrounding Grand Theft Auto and the like, being overprotective of their IP to the point where they're not letting their community just kind of take over and give these games even more life than they have. And then there's the whole fiasco with GTA Trilogy Definitive Edition, remasters of
Apparently that game, the Trilogy Remastered Edition, they should have called it the Reforged Edition. Let's just say that.
GTA games, 3 games compiled into one.
Yeah.
The launch, you may remember, was very rough. I made a bunch of videos about this launch, and you can see just from the thumbnails alone just how wonky this version of the games looked and how, in many ways, it was a downgrade from the original games.
It's a 0.6 rating. Now, usually only Blizzard games get that.
And it doesn't help matters that the original games were taken off the stores that they were originally on, and so Rockstar and Take-Two made GTA Trilogy Definitive Edition the default way to play Grand Theft Auto.
Right.
Even though some might prefer going back to the old versions, and even though the old versions were more compatible with mods, the art style that they went for with GTA Trilogy combined with all of the bugs and technical issues and things like AI upscaling that did a piss-poor job and led to wonky results, all of that led to a GTA Trilogy Definitive Edition release that should have been a home run, but instead pissed off the community. And now
it's crazy how they can fuck something like that up. Because it seems like it's so easy. How do you fuck up re-releasing a game that you already had? It's like that's like you re-release a YouTube video, but the audio is backwards.
And Rockstar back at it again with Red Dead Redemption. For some time now, there were rumors that Rockstar might be working on some kind of remake or a significant remaster of the original Red Dead Redemption, given the success of Red Dead Redemption 2, in the hopes of tying Red Dead Redemption 1 and 2 together in a more cohesive way, kind of like how Naughty Dog released Last of Us Part 1, the remake to The Last of Us 1, that has more of a continuity with Part 2 when it comes to visuals and everything. Rumors especially flared up when on July 27th, 2023, it was discovered that Rockstar's new site update added a new reference within the games list, basically highlighting that Rockstar was preparing for some kind of Red Dead Redemption reveal based on the
I think this would be something a lot of people would be excited about this. I feel like if I was going to go and play any game, I would want to play Red Dead Redemption 2. I think the game looks fucking badass. It seems awesome. Yeah, I would want to try that. So, of course, they're going to remake this. People would want to see that.
That they uploaded a new logo to their website that was unearthed. And then on top of that, right around the same time, it was discovered that Red Dead Redemption was rated recently in Korea, which is rather strange given how old this game is. Why rate the game now? The speculation was that there's some kind of new version of Red Dead Redemption in the works, with many hoping that it'd be a remake built on the Red Dead Redemption 2 engine. And so throughout the last 2 weeks, we saw reporting like this suggesting that there's evidence out there that a Red Dead Redemption remake announcement might be imminent. Fast forward to August 7th, 2023, and Rockstar finally made the official announcement for a new Red Dead Redemption release, except it's nowhere close to what people were hoping for. This is the announcement right here. Red Dead Redemption and Undead Nightmare coming to Nintendo Switch and PlayStation 4
What year is this? It's 2017. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, never mind. No, this makes sense. Yeah, for sure.
On August 17th. Nowhere in this announcement is it stated that this is a remaster of any kind. What is stated here is that this is a new conversion by Double 11 Studios. That's a choice of word.
Conversion? What the fuck is that? What the fuck is a like, is it a remaster or a remake? Which one is it? It's a conversion? Okay, so it's bullshit. Got it.
Conversion, a rather poor way to try to hide the fact that this is, in essence, just a straight port. They couldn't even bother to make a PlayStation 5 specific version that takes advantage of the hardware. Instead,
so this is like Nintendo releasing something for the GameCube. Like, imagine they go and they say, "Hey, yo, we got a new Luigi's Mansion coming out. I know y'all been waiting for it. We're gonna do it again." What the fuck? What is this? There's
this
a new
is
Wii
essentially
game.
a PlayStation 4 version that is going to use PlayStation 5's backwards compatibility to be playable on PlayStation 5. There is no mention here of any enhancements. We don't even know if the game is going to run at 60 frames per second instead of the...
I think that if they don't tell you that it's going to run at 60 frames per second, it's not.
30 frames per second that the original game ran at. There's no mention here of enhancing the game's performance and frame rate. And so the assumption right now is that this is such a lazy port or conversion, as Take-Two and Rockstar want to call it, that they couldn't even bother to make it 60 frames per second.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's confirmed one way or another,
on
but
the
that's
Switch,
the current
it'll be
speculation
6-0,
because there's no
but there'll be a
specificity
dot
on that
in
front.
between the two numbers.
And if you look at the trailer, which we'll get to in a minute, the game seems to be running at 30 frames per second. The only benefits we're getting from this re-release of Red Dead Redemption is that people will be able to take it on the go if they get the Switch version, and it's going to have newly supported languages, including simplified and traditional Chinese, Korean, Polish, Brazilian, Portuguese, Russian, and Latin American Spanish. But that aside, and maybe a resolution upscaling and some minor visual differences, this is just a straight port with not much done to it. It's basically just the Xbox 360 version you played way back when. And they couldn't even bother to bring the price down, at least, given...
So, wait, Xbox 360? So this came out for the Xbox 360 originally? Oh, they should have released it for the Xbox 360 then. I mean, wouldn't that have made more sense? I feel like that would make more sense than this.
How old this game is.
Release it for the
Instead, they
PlayStation
decided
2?
to charge $50 for
$50.
Red Dead Redemption and Undead Nightmare.
Makes sense, right? Because, you know, to download the code of a video game that you already had to play on an outdated console that's slightly less outdated than the original console it was on, that makes a lot of sense for it to be $50. Yeah, for sure.
Again, not remastered, not remade, with physical releases coming in a few months after the digital launch on August 7th. Physical releases will be arriving on October 13th. Talk about some of the worst value we've ever seen in a video game release.
So far, keep this in mind, is that people are going to buy this shit. Now, why are they going to buy it? Because people are stupid. But I guarantee you they're going to, like, I mean, Bethesda, they re-release a Skyrim every year. So, like, what are we talking about? Of course, people are going to buy this. Like, y'all have to remember that, like, with these big games, there are people that are fans of these games that are like, so, like, you know, like a pug? Like those dogs that, like, if you clap your hands enough times, their eyes will pop out of their head and they'll have a heart attack and die. So there are people that are effectively the same thing. They're like pugs, but people. And whenever they see that the game that they like is getting re-released, they get excited. And they're the ones that are sitting there, you know, crying over Star Wars trailers, buying Funko Pops, and shitting themselves every single time a new game gets remastered for the PlayStation 4.
This case, re-release. Unlike the great value offered by the sponsor of today's video, Soylent, a company focused on enhancing your nutrition. through delicious and conveniently packaged drinks. One of my goals for 2023 is to hit the gym frequently, bulk up, and get fit, as well as enhance my diet and health in general. And for that purpose, Soylent has fit perfectly into my life. The package I received was the Variety Pack, featuring a wide range of flavors including strawberry, vanilla, chocolate, chocolate mint, cafe mocha, and banana.
I don't even know if Soylent is actually like... I don't even know if this is good, but I feel like I couldn't... Like, I would be afraid to drink this because of all the memes.
I tried every single one of these, and not only did I think that they were all delicious, I also loved how creamy and smooth the drink's texture was. I actually looked forward to drinking Soylent every day, be it before or after a workout or before or after a meal. And beyond that, the 20 grams of soy-based protein that each bottle offered was perfect for my dietary needs during my bulking phase.
I'm surprised they have a green
Soylent
bottle.
Drinks also offer various macro and micronutrients beneficial to one's health, all backed by science and clinical research.
If I was them, I wouldn't have made that one.
You don't have to break the bank either, with Soylent packages ranging from $2 to $4 per serving. For the cherry on top, Soylent drinks are portable and long-lasting, with a shelf life of over a year, even when not refrigerated. If healthy, nutritious, diet-enhancing, scientifically backed, and delicious drinks are up your alley, and if you'd like to support my channel along the way, be sure to use my link as well as the code YONGYEAH30. The first 500 people to do so will get 30% off their first order with Soylent. To further highlight what a piss-poor value $50 for a port of Red Dead Redemption and Undead Nightmare is in this day and age, you can actually buy the Game of the Year edition of Red Dead Redemption on Xbox One and Xbox 360 for frickin' $30. And this is
but I bet people don't have the old consoles. Like, that's really the reason why they're okay with it, I bet. Because, like, most people probably get rid of their PS4 after they get a PS5. And they got rid of their PS3 after they got a PS4. So they don't have it anymore.
Physical edition.
Oh, you can play it on a new Xbox? Oh, then they're just stupid.
That you can just get and play on your Xbox Series. As highlighted by Twitter user Clobrill here, Red Dead Redemption runs at 4K on Xbox Series X and at 1440p on Xbox Series S via the Huchi method, which for those who don't
they're going to have to disable that.
know is the patch in which we enjoy our Xbox One X Enhanced, or in this modern day and age, Xbox Series Enhanced Xbox 360 games in native or close to 4K without touching the original game code in most cases.
To get rid of that.
It's this amazing feature that Xbox implemented that not only gives you backwards compatibility, but enhanced backwards compatibility that can take old games and enhance the resolution. You can just do that right now and buy a cheaper copy of Red Dead Redemption on Amazon or eBay or whatever.
I said this before, I'll say it again. I think that Xbox right now is the most consumer-friendly console and game publisher. And I don't even think it's close. I think Xbox is like infinitely better than Sony or Nintendo.
As highlighted by Legacy Kill HD here, you can buy Red Dead Redemption Game of the Year Edition on Xbox, brand new on eBay or Amazon for less than $30. It includes multiplayer and all of the game's DLC, yet the PS4 and Switch re-release version is $50 with less content. And that's the thing, this announcement makes no mention of multiplayer being included or all of the DLC being included. It just says
that's going to be another $50.
Red Dead Redemption and Undead Nightmare. And so the assumption right now is that this might end up being a less feature-complete package. I don't know if this is just a result of...
remember what we were talking about? How, like, when did we ever use that term? Feature-complete? Exactly. See, we're going backwards.
Piss-poor communication on the part of Take-Two and Rockstar. Whatever the case, $50 for this is not good value. So right here we have the trailer for this Red Dead Redemption re-release / port. And scrolling down, you can see the likes to dislikes ratio.
That's so bad. Is that true? Let me see. What the fuck's he talking about? No, it's got 35,000 likes. There's no dislikes. Yeah, what the fuck is this? Bro, people love this. It's got 35,000. That's a lot. Bro, people are hyped for this game.
Speaks to a community that is absolutely not pleased with how low effort this re-release seems to be. Just how little Rockstar seems to have tried to get fans of the original Red Dead Redemption, or those who've never played the original Red Dead Redemption, excited for something more modern or enhanced. And it's not pretty.
Yeah,
I have to give credit to Rockstar. They managed to not even reach even my lowest expectations.
Is he going to watch
Thank
the
you for
trailer?
announcing the release of a 13-year-old game onto a 10-year-old console. Very nice of you, Rockstar. Rockstar never fails to disappoint us. Rockstar is the prime example on why backwards compatibility is so useful, as it stops companies from re-releasing a 10-year-old game without major improvements and charge a premium.
I mean, I think they should be able to do that. Like, the thing is, if somebody wants to sell a box full of shit for $10, I mean, people would buy it. People already have done that. People buy boxes full of shit for $70 nowadays. So, like, really, like, I think you should be able to do it. It's just that you're dumb as fuck for doing it.
Play it. Again, there's nothing of value really offered by this port except for the Switch version, which allows you to take the game on the go. As a Rockstar fan and a Red Dead fan, I'm utterly ashamed at what this company has become. This re-release is lackluster and not what fans were hoping for. Rockstar, you never fail to disappoint. My expectations for Rockstar are so low, and they still manage to disappoint. It's truly incredible. And if you scroll down and read all of the comments, these sentiments are basically echoed over and over again by an overwhelming majority of people who came to this trailer and were utterly disappointed. And already there are plenty of comparison shots between the Xbox 360 version and the Switch.
Let me just go ahead. We're going to watch it right now. I don't think he's going to watch it. Let's watch it.
My name's John Marston. I'm here to bring two men to justice. Bill Williamson, Javier Escuela.
I know one thing, Senor Marston. If you are to have your own way, force must be used.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like this looks like it's from the PlayStation 3. I do. I feel like it's from the PlayStation 3. It looks a lot like that.
He's cowering! Get him, boys! Your wife and son are doing well.
Yeah, well, you look at that. That looks like it's from the PlayStation 3. Because you can tell, like, look at the, like this, right? And then you have, like, this. This is a PlayStation 3 situation.
Let's try to ensure things stay that way.
Hello again, John. We gotta stop meeting like this.
Damn. Well, I'm hyped. Wow. Yeah, it's crazy. So this is the new... Well, this actually makes sense, though, because this is the Nintendo Switch versus the Xbox 360. And the Xbox 360 probably has better technology than the Nintendo Switch. So it would make sense that the picture is the same. It's actually a W for Nintendo in this situation.
PlayStation 4 version. So this right here is GameXplain, who released this video comparing the Xbox 360
yeah, 360
version
looks better,
and the
yeah,
Switch version. You can see that it's pretty much exactly the same. There might be some difference in lighting.
Oh, that looks... Yeah, this looks like shit.
Again, some visual elements here and there, but in terms of graphics fidelity, it's exactly the same game. And on Switch, I'm assuming
they like changed like the saturation. They went like, all right, boys, that's $50. Fuck you, pay me.
Run at 30 frames per second. So yeah, this is what people can expect from the Switch port. And then right here we have the, I mean, this YouTuber calls it remastered, but
I'm gonna be honest, I think the original one looks better.
I don't think this is accurate, really. But you can see right here, this is the original game. This is the new version.
So
there's
really
some like few differences here and there, but it's basically again the same game. There's no remastering here whatsoever. There's no real effort put into enhancing this game to bring it more into the modern era and bring it more in line with the incredible visuals that Red Dead Redemption 2 presented, the gameplay enhancements that Red Dead Redemption 2 presented. At the very least, with GTA Trilogy, it was 3 games in one for $60, even if they did not do the best job at remastering those games. At the very least, you do get 3 games for $60.
I mean, I don't know, guys. Like, I mean, I don't know if that's a great argument. Like, what if you got a 3-in-1? It was Superman 64, E.T., Atari, and Diablo Immortal, right? Like, I'm pretty sure you have to pay me $60 to take that. So, like, I mean, if all 3 of the games are fucked up, then I don't really know what to say.
This is just the one game, Red Dead Redemption, the same game, not enhanced in any major way, for $50. And while it's fair to criticize the way The Last of Us Part 1 launched at $70, at the very least you can tell they put a lot of effort into remaking the assets and really bringing the game into the modern era and ensuring that it has more of a continuity with Last of Us Part 2, both in terms of visuals and the gameplay, which was enhanced to be more in line with Last of Us Part 2. The cherry on top to all of this is that back in March of 2021, Take-Two CEO Strauss Zelnick came out and said that he doesn't run a company that's interested in simple ports.
Well, it's not a simple port, because if it was simple, it wouldn't be $50. Like, you have to understand that, like, a simple port would be like 20, but they didn't do that. It's not a port either. It's a conversion. So it's not a port.
Further down, here's Video Games Chronicles coverage on this. Take-Two boss Strauss Zelnick was asked how he feels about remasters potentially becoming a bigger part of the company's strategy going forward, to which he responded with this exact quote, "I'm not sure there'll be a bigger part of the strategy. Remastering has always been a part of the strategy. We have done differently than the competition. We don't just port titles over. We actually take the time to do the very best job we can, making the title different for the new release, for the new technology that we're launching on. So we improve the technology. We upgrade the visuals."
So I don't know about this, man, because, like, yeah, because it looked like it was the same game. Like, if those side-by-side pictures were the same, like, I would think that's the same game. I don't know if that's true.
And we make performance enhancements, and that's why I think our remaster titles typically do so well. And then when Grand Theft Auto 5 was brought up, given how many times that game has been ported over to the next generation of consoles, he said, "We have done great with the Mafia series, for example, and Grand Theft Auto 5 is now heading into its 3rd generation, which is incredible. It was a standard bearer when it was launched. It continued to be the standard bearer in the 2nd generation. We'll see how Grand Theft Auto does in the next generation. Obviously, I'm confident that Rockstar is going to deliver just a great experience, but you can't do that if you're just doing a simple port." Let's not act as if the ports we have seen of Grand Theft Auto 5 from generation to generation have been groundbreaking. We did see enhancements to things like performance, seeing 60 FPS.
I mean, like, we had the Demon Souls remake, but that was a complete remake of the game. And I think also Diablo 2 Resurrected. I haven't heard a single fucking bad thing about that, other than the fact that they covered Andario's boobs. Other than that, I feel like everybody liked it. So there have been good remakes and remasters, but, like,
and stuff like that, which was very welcome, and some visual enhancements and upping the resolution and stuff like that. But generally, there were still the same games. There was no revolutionary elements going on there.
Yeah.
And then you look at something like the recent announcement of Red Dead Redemption and how insubstantial it looks, how much of a not remaster and not remake it is, how it is straight up just a straight port, a simple port, which Strauss Zelnick said the company is not interested in.
Well, they changed their mind.
Get to see the full hypocrisy of Strauss Zelnick on display. And so, yeah, it should come as no surprise that community sentiments have been largely negative surrounding this particular announcement, with IGN here, for example, reporting that fans are up in arms over the re-release of Red Dead Redemption on PlayStation 4 and Nintendo Switch, as Rockstar's calling the port a conversion rather than a remaster or remake. That's the insult to injury, them trying to not use the word port, which is...
Well, that's the thing, is that, like, dumb people that will work. It will work. One thing I've learned is that if you do something, if you underestimate the intelligence of people, you have not underestimated it enough. That's a good start.
Exactly what this is, calling it conversion instead to try to make it feel special when it really isn't anything special, and is charging $50 for this iteration of the game.
Yeah.
If they charge like $20, $30, people be like, well, that's disappointing, but whatever. For a new generation of people, $20, $30 for this is a good enough price point, given that's what the game's selling at on Amazon for Xbox 360, which again, you can play on your Xbox Series with enhanced visuals. It's the audacity to charge $20 more for the same product that is selling for $30 on various storefronts. And so we've been seeing tweets like these going viral. Here's one from Twitter user Pio. Red Dead Redemption, what we wanted. Remake.
Yeah, but why would Rockstar care about this if dumb people are going to buy it anyway? Why would it matter? So, like, a tweet that goes viral also goes into the trash in, like, one day. Nobody remembers what tweet was viral last year. Nobody remembers what tweet was viral last month. But the money, that lasts.
The map is in Red Dead Redemption 2 already. 60 frames per second. DualSense features. Only current gen versions. PS5, Xbox Series, good PC. The ultimate version. What we got instead, a 30 FPS port, no 60 FPS as far as we know, no remake or remaster, Rockstar not caring. It's a pretty apt summary that a lot of people agree with based on the fact that this has already garnered
just
over
not about
12,000, almost 13,000 likes in just a few hours, and it's already garnered
they do
1.3
care.
million views on Twitter. On forums like Reddit, we're seeing posts like these go viral. Do not buy Red Dead Redemption. It's a $50 US port of a 13-year-old game, no graphical enhancements, no FPS enhancements, no multiplayer. And it wasn't hard to port like MGS4 because of bad PS3 architecture. This is 100% the 360 version being ported for $50 US. If you want a proper remake or remaster, then don't buy this cash grab. You can
But like in a week, like I go to Red Dead Redemption, look at this, right? Is it still on there? It's not on there. Yep. So if you go to it, then you can't see it. And look right here. He says that Red Dead Redemption port pricing is commercially accurate. So, I mean, shit, guys. It's commercially accurate. Everybody else is doing it.
Over 12,000 upvotes. Going to Rockstar Games' official tweet of this Red Dead Redemption re-release announcement, you can see, just scrolling through the replies, how baffled people are. Everyone disliked that. Bring up Strauss Zelnick's quote about how they don't just do simple ports, and how poorly this quote has aged.
Yeah, but like the thing is that people are still gonna buy it. It's the same as like Diablo 4. Like all the people still bought the game. It doesn't matter.
So on and so forth. I don't have to read these for you guys. The sentiment is pretty clear. Just looking at the memes and images and GIFs alone. But reading the text, yeah, the same sentiments are echoed over and over again. People are just woefully disappointed by this announcement and the audacity to charge, again, $50 for this. Now, want to know what's even more insulting? IGN actually contacted Take-Two CEO Strauss Zelnick and asked why this port was priced at $50. And his response is, that's just what we believe
it is. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. He used it. There it is. Yeah, it is what it is. That's why. Shit.
Is the commercially accurate price for it. They further elaborated with this. The port isn't just the Red Dead base game, but also Undead Nightmare. When asked if Undead Nightmare was the reason for its $50 price, Zelnick said the add-on was a great standalone game in its own right when it was originally released, so we feel like it's a great bundle for the first time, and certainly a great bundle for consumers. What are you talking about? There's already a bundle.
I cannot wait for like this game to come out and them to announce like we sold 5 million copies. Wow.
called Red Dead Redemption Game of the Year Edition that includes Red Dead Redemption and Undead Nightmare and all of the DLC and multiplayer. And this right here is officially priced $20 cheaper than the re-release you're claiming is commercially accurate. This is less than $30, my man. How is upping the price point by $20 for basically the same package, potentially less feature complete with this re-release, commercially accurate? This guy.
Hold up. Wait. Did you say that re-releasing an existing game and making it worse is not commercially accurate? Because I feel like they're kind of on the money with this one. Yeah, I think a lot of companies do this nowadays. I think that's the only part of what he said that made sense. It's like with Baldur's Gate. It's such a big deal that the game comes out and it's not fucked up in 7 different ways. And there's not like the, the dick DLC where like you can turn your dick into like a candy cane or something like that, or a snake. And, have like unlock different dialogue options for different scenes. People are so happy about this. It's like front page news. And that's because, I think it is commercially accurate to do this shit. Gamers have gotten used to eating shit. And they take pride in it. We eat our shit. And we don't complain. Because we're not pussies. We don't complain and get upset about shit. We eat it. We try to enjoy ourselves. Now, we might make a Reddit post, but we forget about that. And then we buy the game anyway.
It's so full of shit. But it's not like he and Take-Two have any reason to care, because they are making that fuck you money through GTA 5 and GTA Online, and they predict that they'll experience a significant inflection point and record levels of performance in fiscal 2025, which ranges from April 2024 to March 2025, which likely is referring to the launch of Grand Theft Auto 6, which seems to be...
Yeah, and that's the other thing, right? Is like whenever Grand Theft Auto 6 comes out, assuming it's good, nobody's going to give a fuck about this. It's just, like, nobody going to care. Nobody cares Square Enix releases pay-to-win NFT bullshit games, because Final Fantasy's good, so whatever. Like, as long as you have, like, 1 or 2 good games, you can release as many duds as you want.
Imminent, and people will flock to this game. It'll likely become the biggest selling piece of entertainment ever in history. It's probably going to break GTA 5's record.
Yeah, I bet
it's going to be huge. And once this game comes out, and if it does end up living up to the hype, people ultimately forget about all of Rockstar shenanigans, which is why they can just do stuff like this and get away with it, not care, because they'll keep making boatloads of money from Grand Theft Auto alone. I do hope that with all of the recent frustrations surrounding the way this company has been handling their IPs and monetization, Red Dead Redemption and GTA Trilogy Definitive Edition and the modding community, at the very least, I hope they really freaking nail Grand Theft Auto 6, the campaign experience, and really make it something special.
I mean, even Young knows. He's like, he knows this shit's going to happen. He's like, all right, let's just think about the next one. I mean, people are beat. They're beat, bro. Like, they're like, oh my God, I gotta give you $50 again. All right, fine.
And really highlight the power of, these current generation consoles and really just knock it out of the park. At the very least, I hope we get that. But it's just a shame that the Rockstar of old, that were so varied in their library of game releases, that seem to care so much more about the quality of their products, have stooped so low as to release just a simple port of a 13-year-old game with little in the way of enhancements, potentially less feature complete than the Game of the Year package, and price it at $50 when you can get this at $30. Just...
Yeah, but it's not like the new game, and it's like you go to Best Buy, that one isn't there, the new one is there. Like, I mean, this is what it is.
Anyway, there you have it, folks. That's everything you need to know about the current shenanigans surrounding Red Dead Redemption, its re-release, and the backlash surrounding it. Let me know in the comments below what your thoughts and opinions are on this Red Dead Redemption re-release announcement, the porting of the game to PlayStation 4 and Nintendo Switch, and what you foresee the future holds for Take-Two and Rockstar as companies. Share your thoughts below, and to be further updated on all things gaming news, reviews, and discussions, stay tuned right here on Young Yeah. I'll see you guys next time. Young out.
I'm sure that Rockstar is going to see all of these tweets and they're going to say, guys, shut it down. Shut it down. We can't do it anymore. Reddit's not going to let us. Yeah, it's not going to happen. They're going to shit their pants whenever they see how many upvotes this has. Oh, no. It's like, the thing is, again, if Grand Theft Auto 6 is good, nobody's going to give a fuck about this. People still buy these games, and they make millions of dollars. I mean, shit. It's just, this is the way gaming... Now, here's the way that you stop it, okay? Is you stop buying games that you fucking hate. You stop thinking you've been buying games from this company for 7 years. Every single one of them is fucked up, and you pre-ordered the new one. And you have the audacity to tell me that you don't eat shit? You are a shit eater. And I don't know what to say. Like, it's just, I can't stop. This is fine. Like, it's just a bit much calling them people. They're subhuman at best. As I said, it's like a pug, right? This is sad. I mean, like, even like, you know, the saddest thing about it is, like, I feel like this video was like he was mad at the beginning.
Focused on
right? Like, where is it? Like, he was pissed kind of about this. And then it's just like, at the end, it was just like, look, guys, it is what it is.